So this training is for anyone, really. You may have recently started your yoga practice, or you may have been teaching for a few years. We're not looking for any specific criteria. It's maybe a little bit more of a bespoke training with the ethos of delving into yourself, whatever that means. It's not about how you look on the outside, but it's about holding your inner stillness, which you can then share with others.
This teacher training is also for people who just want to take a month for themselves, maybe get away from the stress and the tension back home and just to be in a beautiful yoga center around loving people, just taking time for themselves to deepen their yoga practice, to go deeper into their meditation. So at the end of this course, you don't necessarily have to become a yoga teacher. Obviously, there are all the elements and the tools that we will give you to prepare you for that. But you could also just take it as a journey into yourself.
So yoga teacher training really is an opportunity for self-discovery and self-realization. So you'll be learning a lot about your own unique body. Everybody's body is one of a kind. So physically, we're going to learn about the different structures in our body, things like how fascia works, or certain muscles, how they operate with one another. And we'll learn about these things individually, but then also how to feel them, how to experience them in our own bodies, so that we can relay that information to our students.
If we were to use probably the modern Western interpretation, we would say it's a mix of hatha and vinyasa, using posture to awaken the energy, to cleanse the body, and aligning that with fluidity and mindful movement, aligning the movement with the breath and vinyasa style flow sequences, and also looking at natural movement. I mean, Yam's got a dance background as well, so it's not about fitting into a particular box. It's about becoming in touch with yourself, finding the creative fire within you, and using the techniques of hundreds stroke thousands of years of practice, and exploring and experiencing those and seeing how they work for you.
We'll also look at it from a very holistic framework. So not only your body, your physicality, but also your emotions, the way that you think, your thought patterns, learning to recognize the way that you perceive the world, the way that you fit in, so that you can find sort of where you fit in most effectively into this puzzle piece, this big puzzle that we call life.
And then we also use silence every day, starting in the evening, going through to the end of the asana practice in the morning. And this is really part of the ethos of Ashiyana and the training. It's not to teach you a dogma or a doctrine. We're not telling you how we think you should teach, but we'd like to empower you to teach in your own style.
A lot of different exercises that we do will be very hands-on. So we'll be learning different tools that you can use to develop your own practice, as well as to be an effective teacher, proper alignment in different postures, not only physically, but how to use your breath to go deeper, how to use certain postures, how to create sequences that are going to be most effective for you and for your students.
We do have a spa here. It's a beautiful spa with many different therapies, Ayurvedic, deep tissue, Swedish, Reiki. So during your training, we encourage you and also give you the opportunity to treat yourself and have a treatment.
We also have the use of 4 different shalas here. So we're in the open shala, but we have more of an Iyengar studio inside with walls and ropes. We have an up shala, which is looking over the swimming pool and nice views out towards the sea. And then the wooden shala, the main shala, which is another beautiful place to practice.
As part of this center, we have many different retreats and workshops, drop-in yoga, detox retreats, and so alongside the teacher training there will be other guests and other people part of this Ashiyana yoga community that will be there. Alongside being in the center and being alongside other people, there's also times when we will encourage you to take solitude and also to take silence. So it's a beautiful invitation to go inside, to reflect, to be with yourself, to absorb all the transformation that is taking place during those days.
I found the course to be really rewarding and challenging at the same time. The teachers are great, they're really supportive, and they have variety and make the training really interesting. I particularly liked the fact that when I finished the course I felt I had the ability to teach straight away, but I also really enjoyed during that month going within and just doing some real inner development work.
The Ashiyana teacher training is for you if you feel like there's something more in life, that you feel like you want to grow and find your own voice. That's the beautiful thing with this training, that you're not pushed into a certain way of teaching. Instead of you're being guided into yourself to teach from your heart, to find your own voice. And that, I think, is the most important thing as a yoga teacher today, to find your own voice. And it's 30 very transformative days, so it will be hard and it will be funny, and for me it was the best thing I did in my life.